All of the YouTube nomads have a Czech PayPal account light on their dashboards. So writes Chuck a lug Doug. Hey, hey everybody! It's Camo Dave's letters for the 31st of May. 2019. GB Moves writes there is at least one Walmart in Washington State that sells the hard stuff too. I don't know, man. I don't know. There's a number of states where they do allow like grocery stores and Walmarts and stuff like that to sell hard liquor. I know in a lot of places, including Virginia, you can buy beer and wine in a grocery store or a Walmart, but not hard liquor. You have to go to a state store. However, in Florida, they do allow Walmarts to sell beer and wine in the regular part of the store, but hard liquor, they have to have a separate entrance and a separate store, but it's like in the same building right next to the Walmart. So they have to, for some reason, they wanted a separate entrance. So I guess it's so kids can't go in there and shoplift it. It's harder to do that, but yeah, it's you can get pretty much anything in the Walmart. Floyd fan. Mikey's Living Free Mikey's channel helps me better understand how Trump got to be president. Well, would you like to explain that? I'm sure many inquiring minds, inquiring ears would like to hear your explanation for that. Kuno Pi writes, I'd like to see Dave film his DoorDash gig adventures. That would be an interesting series. I was down at the Firehouse Subs here in Athens the other day, and I was like 4 people in the store, okay? And I ordered something, sat down, and it took forever. It was like 45 minutes before I got my sub. Usually it's maybe a 5 or 10 minute wait. And I suddenly realized that the people ahead of me, the 3 people that were ahead of me waiting, were all DoorDash deliverers. Or yeah, it was DoorDash, and there's some local service here too. I think one was ordering like for a frat party at the UGA at University of Georgia. There was like 30 subs. It was like, so I had to wait. And, they couldn't bump me ahead. I had to wait in the queue behind the frat party, but it was kind of funny. Jay Edmond writes, whether you love him, hate him, or fall somewhere in between, by industry standards, Disney's acquisition of Lucasfilm in 2012, that's the Star Wars franchises, has been a financial success. And of last year, they had already recouped their initial investment of over $4 billion. The acquisition of Marvel in 2019 was also another winner for them and their shareholders. And it's very, very, very true. It was a very good financial investment. I'm not arguing that at all for Disney to invest in, buy Lucasfilms. However, I don't know, as being a sci-fi purist, as I'm not really, but it's just, I don't know, it just, I don't like to see giant corporations control lovable franchise. I don't know. Yeah, I know. Star Trek is owned by CBS, which is a giant corporation. It's owned by somebody else. All those shows have, but it just, at least Disney is a media company too. They own a lot of TV stations, and they own ESPN and all that. They own ABC. So yeah, ABC owns Star Wars. CBS owns Star Trek. What does NBC own? I don't know. Space 1999. That's there for now. Just kidding. I don't know, man. Yoda Doug's Troll Collecting Channel. I was asking, as CRVL, Carolyn's RV Life, actually started her Pacific Crest Trail hike yet up in Oregon and Washington State, and according to Yoda Doug, Dave, the weather hasn't been warm enough for the trails to be clear, I believe, for her to start. Okay, and then he says Glenda Sully. We were talking about Glenda Sully and how somebody kind of smushed in her bumper because they backed into her when she was at her new parking place. Glenda Sully has a plasticky bumper, and if she was to get a hair dryer and push it out from the inside with the wheel turned in so it's easy to reach around, she could, I guess, pop it out. Yeah, you could do that at least as a temporary fix, and then go down to Walmart and try to match up the paint, like the color of the bumper with some duct tape. If it's a blue car, blue duct tape, and that's what I did on my bumper, and it, hardly noticed. Well, it's a 13-year-old car. Nobody really, it's kind of gives it some character. Sally Jean TSM, will you be covering your check engine light with camo duct tape? Yes. Jay Wagner, I wish Dave made it clear putting tape over the engine light was a joke, or was it? Well, that's what Dave says Sally Jean, but it's always best to ask. Some don't get his humor. I'm just warped enough to get it. Rip Snorton writes, he just won't watch it, kinda like the videos he reviews. Hey, Craig watches stuff, so I don't have to. But anyway, I was joking, okay? It's not a good idea to put duct tape over your check engine light because, yeah, then stuff that's wrong with the car you'll ignore and it could conk out on you sometime. Yeah, but it's a joke. It's a joke. ML Harrison 9 writes, Dave, why did you trim your beard? Do you like it better now? I don't know. I did trim it the other day and I'm kind of feeling like almost naked now. I got to let it grow back, but I don't know. People, I either have it all fuzzed out and people hate it, or I trim it and no, people also hate it. So, or I'll tell you something, if I shaved it off, yeah, people would hate that. They would hate it. It's bad, worst, or worst. What option do I have? David Bass writes, the RV Odd Couple is a breath of fresh air as some of the RV channels go, and very honest in presentation. As for a guy who hears the same eating wires in their engine, right? Here's mice or even rats, I guess it's mice, eating wires in an engine. Just turn on the engine, and poor woe is my eyes as he says it is going to cost a lot more to give me a break. What? That sure looked like venison covered in cheese and canned gravy in Mike's pan. You think Mike ate the deer? Yeah, Mike was cooking something right after the deer hit the car, his friend Paul's car, and then the very next shot is him cooking something. People do that, you know. It's like, dinner. We hit a deer. There's the downside, yeah, the car's wrecked, but the upside, free dinner. Comments on Hobotech. Mo Green, how ignorant can the guy be who said that he was hoping to scare away the mice with his smelly, dirty litter box in his van? Yeah, kept them out of the van, and eating the engine wires was a comedy writer. A comedy writer could not wish for such material. One look at the van inside that has never been cleaned or even vacuumed or dusted. What? What are you saying about Hobotech? I don't know, you know. Yeah, I guess if the mice got in the back, they'd bother you, but they wouldn't be eating the wires on the engine. I don't know, man. Silver Surfer writes, we invite and get invited to rental houses in different places at least 2 or 3 times a year. It is often so much cheaper to rent a house for a month instead of 2 weeks, and it is cheaper to rent a house or a condo instead of a hotel. A hotel room, yeah, you don't want the whole hotel. The place we rented in Palm Springs had 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. The house we rented in Yucatan had 4 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms. Why go alone when vacation with friends are more fun? And that's exactly what Destination Storm Vanessa was thinking. She and her husband rented this big house. It had 6 bedrooms. I mean, you know, they could have her family there and some friends, and they'd still have 2 empty bedrooms. So, you know, just say, hey, we're paying for it. We're going to pay for it either way. Why not come down and, you know, have some fun? We like you, and you've given us some good advice for her channel, and what the heck? So, I don't know. I don't know why people are getting their panties in such a wad about that. But, hey, you know, it's drama, mama. Oh, yeah. Clickbait and anything just to make a video. Seeing this more and more, writes Mimi MC. You do get a little bit of burned when someone puts clickbait in their video or their title, and then you watch the video and it just was kind of hyped, like way hyped. Yeah, you're kind of like, really? Come on, you know. I've almost unsubbed from some people for doing that, and I guess I should unsub for myself too. But hey. Thank you for watching. It's May the 31st, 2019. Letters. By the way, don't forget camodave, Saturday Super Chat. No, Saturday Super Saturday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time every Saturday. That's 9:30 East Coast Time, 6:30 West Coast Time. What is that? It's like 2:30 in England, 3:30 in continental Europe. So anyway, watch it. be there. We'll talk about all the crazy stuff that happened at the bottom of YouTube. And if you want to sound off on all the fun stuff I did in Orlando over the last 2 weeks, you can do it there, okay? So that's right here on the Camo Dave channel. It's every Saturday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, the only time zone that really matters. All right, folks, thank you for watching. Blog under.